What's up? Your boy Vegito EX here, coming at you with the top 10 facts you never knew about Dragon Ball Z. Number 12 is kind of shocking. Dragon Ball is Japanese? It's true. Dragon Ball is from the Orient. Dragon Ball was Akira Toriyama's first series? Believe it or not, the international phenomenon known as Dragon Ball was actually Akira Toriyama's first thing he ever did. When he began Dragon Ball in 1996, he was unknown. The only thing he did, he was doing copy editing for a pharmaceutical company. We all know how the story shook up after that, but Toriyama's moved on from Dragon Ball now. Now he's doing the monthly TV series, One Piece. Akira Toriyama wanted to end the series with Frieza? Speaking with the highly esteemed Super Otaku magazine journalist Miyazaki Tahashi Berry all the way back in 1972, Akira Toriyama said, "Yes, I've put so much time onto Dragon Ball, I can't do much more. I never expected Dragon Ball to be this long in the first place. I think it's been concluded on a high note. After all, if I had my way, I'd have ended the manga after the Frieza period. Ha 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 ha." Thankfully, it was none other than Batman's creator, Mr. Stan Lee himself, who called Toriyama up on the phone one night and said, "Yo, you can't end Dragon Ball, you get to keep Dragon Ball going." Can you imagine a world when Dragon Ball didn't continue into the canon GT? I can't. Thank you, Mr. Lee. You are an asset to our country. Goku's voice actor passed out during a recording session. Goku's first and only English voice actor, Seon Shemmel, passed out during a recording session for the infamous driving episode. They called paramedics, but it took them 2 hours to get to the hospital because they recorded Dragon Ball Z out in the Canadian wilderness. By that point, Shemmel was already awake again, ready to record. What a trooper, eh? It's over 9,000! The Japanese dub actually got this one wrong. They said it's over 8,000. I heard the Toei Animation had to hold like this massive press conference. They had to apologize. It totally screwed up the scaling for Toriyama-sama's power levels for the entire rest of the series. This was a huge deal. I don't know how much the rest of you know about Japanese culture. I'm an expert, but honor and shame are huge parts of it, so I am not surprised they had to hold a press conference. It was absolutely the right thing to do. Dragon Ball was originally for adults? Dragon Ball was serialized in the daily magazine Weekly Shonen Jump in Japan. That means Daily Adult Jump in English. It's a magazine that updates very mature adults on very mature and adult things like, tax brackets and investments, like money stuff, I don't know. There is so much more nudity and violence in the series in Japan. For example, did you know Goku is actually naked in the entire series? He was only given his now iconic orange GI in the international version. There are more than 200 Dragon Ball video games? The first Dragon Ball video game was called Kamehameha Battle for Two, an intense match. This was made in 1958 and ran on an oscilloscope. There are only 2 buttons on the machine, fly and blast. So you flew up and down or you blasted. Only problem with the game is you had to wait 8 hours before you made your next action. So people brought in like lunch, comic books and stuff. They did their homework in between. That makes total sense. The latest Dragon Ball video game is Butoden Tenkaichi Alpha Power. It's a VR game. You have to avoid Majin Buu's like crazy kamikaze attack thing. The point of the game, you have to dodge his attack. And if you get hit, you actually die in real life. I've heard that no one's actually beaten the game yet. Who knows? You could be the first. Goku's name is actually Chinese. Goku's name, Son Goku, is actually the Japanese spelling for the Chinese name, Lu Shishen, from the story All the Men Are Outlaws of the Marsh. Toriyama read the story and he misread all these kanji and the Chinese thing. He saw something that was like horse and he was like, no, I think that's monkey. And that's how he came up with the name. You can watch the series for free online. All you gotta do, go to Google, you type in, watch DBZ free. You wanna watch DBZ free? You just type in watch DBZ free, and you watch DBZ for free. Why would you pay for it?